background. I have done my master's in psychology, and after that, I was working in education field earlier. Uh, I was doing content development and training and development and all those things previously. Now, since last, are you able to hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
hear you.
Since last year, I'm working with Cactus Communications as a Japanese bilingual project manager. So in that role, I liaison with clients. I do the stakeholder communication, and basically it is a client facing role.
Okay.
And as part of that role, I also am a bit familiar with Salesforce because I use it to the extent my work requires, just by creating opportunities, closing it, and all those things. Basically, I'm involved with Salesforce only on that front. And
Uh,
I do project management. So I do all these daily Scrum meetings and status calls and all those things. Apart from sales roles. So now, but all of this is happening in non-IT domain. So I'm basically in life sciences domain. Now I want to move to 1 second. Now I want to move from non-IT domain to IT domain using my project management experience and a little bit of Salesforce experience, which I'm having. So I want to diversify my role as a project manager in IT field. Along with that, I want to further improve my Salesforce skills. So I want to go into project management and use my Salesforce experience also in a in a IT field. So basically, I want to move from the life sciences domain to IT field, and for that, I want to bridge the gap, like whatever gap I have in
yeah,
IT.
yeah,
So I
Vandana.
want,
Yeah, I
yeah.
got to know the point what you're saying. So
Mhm.
before we start, I want to know that you had a little touch on the Salesforce, right? So
Yes.
working on which domain? It means in the Salesforce domain, which cloud? Do you know which cloud you're working on? So which cloud you're familiar? Like you said that just you will create an opportunities like that. So
Yes.
mainly we will use in the Sales Cloud. So familiar with the
Mm-hmm.
Sales Cloud, or need to give overview about the overall the Salesforce, how we will use the Salesforce,
Okay.
and yeah, what are
Mm-hmm.
the roles and responsibilities. So in this, before we are going into the things with the Salesforce, let me introduce myself. So my name is
Mm-hmm.
Rohit Redimalla. So
Mm-hmm.
I have total 5 years of experience as a Salesforce business analyst. I write and consultant, business consultant. So I
Okay.
have worked, I've started my career as a
Mm.
Salesforce admin. After that, I have moved to the
Okay.
business analyst. Right now, I was working as a consultant also. So I have
Okay.
worked for different type of clients. So in the
Mm-hmm.
Bangalore, I have worked for the TDU for the Transdisciplinary University. After that, I have worked
Okay.
for the Schneider Electric in the Bangalore itself. And after that, right now,
Okay.
I was working for the Ames. It's a product-based company. So I'm working for that company. So for that,
Okay.
yeah. So this
Okay.
is about myself. So
Okay.
so Ganesh, can I start off giving the overview of the Salesforce?
So are
Yeah,
you
sure,
clear
sure.
with 1 second before we move
Yeah,
to the demo? So are you
yeah.
clear with what I'm doing currently and what I'm actually looking for?
Yeah. You are looking for the
Yes.
mainly gaps between the things. So you are working as a project
Yes.
manager. So for the project manager also, as a
Yes.
Salesforce, you want to move. So from the non-technical to the
Yeah.
technical
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for that, you need
Correct.
the total
Correct.
overview of the Salesforce. So what the Salesforce will done, what are the
Yes.
things you need to done by the Salesforce,
Yes.
and how it will be useful for your role. So what are the things you need to be
Yes.
done for that?
Yes.
So this
Yes.
is the things you need to know. So I
Yes.
got the
Yes.
point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah. And one more thing which I want to add to all of this is like I'm actually looking for a change of job now.
okay.
And yeah, so I want to basically move into IT field with project management and Salesforce with the additional knowledge of Salesforce. so that I should stand out there, because since I'm doing only non-IT things now, I don't have a standing in terms of any tools. I don't have experience with the with any software tools. So that is one of the reason why I want to learn Salesforce tool. I don't want to go into coding and all those things at this point of time. So since I'm already in this field, I thought like it will help me for better opportunities. That is one thing I wanted to add. Yeah.
Yeah. So for the role of your project manager or project
Mm-hmm.
management, the main thing is you need to know mainly about the Salesforce admin thing. Okay. You
Yes.
have to know the what is the overview of the Salesforce admin. So coming to
Yeah.
the development part, you don't need to know about the development
Yes.
truly, but
Correct.
you can know the basics. What will happen? What is the things you can
Yeah.
do with the development part? So this
Yes.
will be a say
Mm.
by me itself. So I will
Okay.
give that. Okay.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah,
Okay.
are you clear
Yeah.
right now? Do
Yes.
you have
Yes.
any
Yes.
doubts? Yeah,
No.
clear, right?
No. No. No.
Yeah,
No. So this demo, like I don't know what my husband to you last night, but yeah. So you will be like walking me through the admin thing first, right?
yeah,
Salesforce
yeah. First,
admin, and
yeah, first.
after that,
Mm,
and after I give my exams and clear that, then like I will be able to move on to Salesforce BA. Is that what you're trying to say, or you are
yeah.
combining both the things now only? What are you?
No,
How are
no,
you going
no,
to?
no, no. No, first I will give about the Salesforce admin things. After the
Okay.
Salesforce admin itself, you can learn the BA. Instead of going to the BA, can't learn anything from the Salesforce. First, you need to know about the Salesforce first. What is the
Yes. Yes.
main
Yes.
overview of that? So after
Yes.
that itself, we will move to the BA's part. So first
Okay.
we will learn about the Salesforce admin part, and also I will
Okay.
give you some assignments also how to work with that, and I will give the clear
Okay.
picture view of that. What is meant by tabs, what is meant by objects, and what are the
Okay.
relationships we need to use. You know that,
Okay.
right? The Salesforce will have some
Yes.
relationships and
Yes.
the
Yes.
flows, workflows. These
Yes.
things will be
Yes.
happen. So I will
Yes.
give
Yes.
total
Okay.
overview of those things also in
Okay.
in the upcoming sessions. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I think now the mic, I mean the thing is working. One last time I would like to try on my laptop. So I'll just re-log in from my laptop. Is that fine? I'll just see if is that fine?
Okay.
I'll just
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
leave and re-log in through my laptop, because I
Okay.
think now yeah, the mic is working fine. I'll just try out. If it is not working, then again I'll re-log in from mobile only. Just give
Yeah.
me a minute. Yeah. Yeah. Can you hear me now clearly?
Yeah. Yeah. Can
Okay.
hear you.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So you can please continue.
Okay. Can I start now?
Yes, yes, please.
So we can start with the overview of the Salesforce. What is meant by Salesforce and what is meant by the CRM part. So
Mm.
we can come from the basics itself. So just I will give the 10 to 15 minutes of a brief description about the Salesforce, how we will use and what are the roles and responsibilities as a business analyst, and what are the things we need to do in the life. Okay.
Okay.
So I will give those things. So mainly what exactly Salesforce CRM does, and what are the advantages of using the Salesforce over other traditional applications. So we know that there are so many applications are there like Sure CRM.
Mm.
So we had Amazon Web Services, etc. So these are also the CRMs. So, but
Mm.
in that, Salesforce was the number one CRM. It's the world's number one CRM. So why we will call the Salesforce as a number one CRM? So when we talk about the Salesforce CRM, so in the Salesforce we have got what the inbuilt functionality and also inbuilt features are there, and also it is ready to use the applications. It means like that we have so many clouds in the Salesforce, like sales, service, and marketing, etc. So
Yeah.
in one stop itself, in one cloud itself, in one CRM itself, we had different type of clouds in one CRM itself. So we can reuse it, and we don't need to configure it, and we can reuse it as on required. So if you want to use as the marketing cloud, if you, for the example, if you want to use the marketing cloud, then in the setup itself, in the Salesforce organization, in the setup itself, you can go to the profiles and roles, and you can assign the marketing cloud user there itself,
Okay.
of checking the checkbox. So for that, what we will do, we will do some configuration part. That configuration part was done in built itself. So we don't need not to do any customizations there itself. So that's
Okay.
the thing. That's the
Mm,
main advantage for the Salesforce. And the
mm,
second one is we can the Salesforce provides an interface. We
mm,
used to call it as the force.com platform. It means which uses to develop a customized solutions. Okay,
mm,
so sometimes that we will integrate with different things with the
mm,
Salesforce itself. So we can customize our application. Sometimes some applications you can, if you take for the example of SAP, so for
mm.
that the configuration part will be very difficult to configure it.
Okay.
And also for
Okay.
the integration part also, we need to for the SAP configuration, we need to work with the MuleSoft or with the Snowflake. We need to do so many integration parts. We need to
Mm,
use third-party apps. But for the Salesforce, directly you can integrate with SAP itself. So that's the good thing in the Salesforce. Okay,
okay. Mm,
so that's about the thing. So mainly, first we can talk about a CRM introduction part. So what is meant by CRM? So
mm,
basically, you know that CRM means it's a customer relationship management. Because right now, as a project manager, you know that these days customers are playing a very important role. Means they're very important for an organization. Uh, because what happened at present situation, most of the organizations in the companies, they're directly dealing with the customers along with they have retailers, distributors, but
mm,
mainly they are doing the P2C thing. So
mm,
the previous days we have only the P2B, business to business itself, but
mm.
right now they are directly dealing with the business to customers itself.
Mm.
So you know that particular thing, right?
Yes.
So for that, uh, what is happening right now, they're performing the mainly B2C performance. Mainly they
Mm,
are the clients, they're asking for the B2C things itself. So when we talk about the B2C customers, they're very important for an organization. So right now the biggest hurdle for an organization is to maintain the customer customer information. So okay, we can take an example of any e-commerce applications like Amazon or Flipkart. So let's take an example uh, of Amazon. So here Amazon is also using a CRM solution of Salesforce. Uh, s-
mm.
Not so many members don't know that the Amazon, they are thinking that Amazon will use the AWS thing, but
Right.
literally Amazon is using the Salesforce CRM for the data.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so here what happens? So let's suppose Amazon is not using any Salesforce CRM. So we can think like that, and they might be using some simple Excel software. So for managing and to maintain their customer or client information, or their retailers or distributors, or so on. So for managing the customers in the Excel is not a simple, because we can in the Excel, what we can do, we can just add the records, we can add the data, but coming to automation, we cannot automate anything. So for that, what we need to do is we need to uh, integrate with some other third party applications with the Excel, right? So
Okay.
it won't work fine. So with the Excel or with the third party application, we cannot implement any email automation right now. What we will do, every company will what they will do, they will schedule the meetings, they will follow up the email talks, follow up the emails. So what they can do, we can they cannot perform email schedulings also. So
Mm,
further, we need to it won't work with the Excel, right? So for that purpose, we need to have some CRM part. Okay,
mm. Mm.
Instead of using the Excel, we need to have an Salesforce CRM part. So we can take here an example of Salesforce CRM. So in the Salesforce CRM, it's a one-stop solution for every customer. So in
Mm.
that itself, so marketing cloud will be used for the marketing emails for the marketing promotion, and sales cloud can be used as how we can use for the saving the data of the
Mm.
customers and the
Okay.
users.
Mm.
And for the service, so service is used for the calling purposes and raising the tickets. For that, they will use the service cloud. So in the service cloud, we will have the omni channel. And right now, you can see that in the Flipkart, what will happen if we have any, if we purchase any product, what will happen if we don't like the product, or if we have any issues on the product? What we will do, just we will go to the helpline thing, and there itself we will call the customer there itself. So for those things also, the Flipkart is also using the Salesforce for the service cloud thing. Okay,
Oh,
so
so
these things are
all these Flipkart
hmm,
or even Myntra, all these people are using Salesforce?
yeah, not Mintra. Flipkart is using that. LinkedIn and Facebook is using the Salesforce.
Oh,
And for the HR system, some type of so some consultancy companies will be there. So for their data tracking, also they are using the uh,
mm.
particular Salesforce.
So
So
Salesforce is used for, of course, maintaining the data of
mm,
the client and
yeah.
and for marketing also, right?
Yeah, marketing, not for the marketing also. Right now, it is used for creating the blogs and for also
Blog,
creating the
yeah,
e-commerce
and
websites also.
newsletter and all those things because my company is doing that. So
Yeah,
yeah, they have clubbed it with HubSpot
yeah,
and they do that. So I yeah, maybe as we go further, I'll understand that. Yeah. Oh.
yeah. Going through that, so we need to integrate with so many things here itself. So you got the point what I'm saying, right? So with the
Mm,
Salesforce itself, we can do so many
mm,
things itself here itself.
mm,
So if there is no Salesforce
mm,
CRM, so if we go with the Excel itself, so for the service team, for example, I want to raise an issue. Uh, I want to raise an issue for the sales for the company for the service thing. So think that I have bought an iPhone.
mm,
So what they will ask, if we buy an iPhone, if I have an issue with the iPhone,
mm,
they will ask us to uh, say the serial number of that iPhone, then they
mm,
will raise the case. So if I say that I had bought a iPhone, and I had some issues with the iPhone, so for that I have raised the ticket. So they will ask the serial number, right? So
yes.
what will happen for that? So if you don't have any particular automation thing there itself, so what will happen? So you need to think that they need to share you the bill, what they have purchased, what are the things they have given to you, so there is a correct invoice is there or not. So we need to check these all things there itself, right? So
Okay.
but
So
coming,
when
yeah,
we ask, when the customer gives
mm,
the ID, so
yeah,
all those details are stored on Salesforce and they
yeah,
go
the
to.
souls stored on Salesforce. And one more thing is, it is very usability for the agents, the service agents who are working with the Salesforce. So if you have some issue with the iPhone thing itself, so you have byte that, but you have issue, so you want to know something itself. So in the Salesforce we have a knowledge article thing. Okay,
Mm,
so before it is connecting to the agent, what it will do is, what the service cloud in the Salesforce, what it will be do is, it will give some knowledge articles to you. Okay, so
mm,
in the websites also, you can see some, in some websites, in the Flipkart also, there will be some question and answers things right in the uh, top bottom of the corner. So what are the things you want to know from us? What is the warranty? So what is the solutions for that? So if you are getting, so if it is the your solution, if you see, if your issue was really a complicated thing, then it will connect to the agent. Otherwise it is normal thing, then automatically knowledge article will give the answer to you. So that's the part is there in the Salesforce itself. In any other thing, you can't see these things in that. Okay,
okay. Okay.
so with the knowledge article you can do those things. And also like that, uh, it will centralize the things. So coming to that, so some will say that we have so many traditional CRMs. So instead of Salesforce CRM, why can't we use the SAP okay, or a sugar or a Joho CRM. So right now Joho CRM is also getting very popular nowadays with the comparison between with the Salesforce also. So for that, what why we need to choose the Salesforce CRM? So as a business analyst, so as a manager, you need to say to the client that with the Salesforce, what are the things can be done? Okay, so if you take the uh, Salesforce, what are the things can be done by the buyers, and what are the advantages will you get with the Salesforce? What are the functionalities, and what is the usability? So you can say with 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 these things itself. So there is some differences between traditional CRM and Salesforce CRM. So coming to that, mainly this traditional CRM, it will host on the FIMS on the owner server, and it should have the dedicated servers required, and some dedicated users also required for hosting the firms on the traditional CRM. But coming to the Salesforce CRM, it hosted on a cloud platform. Okay, so we don't need any dedicated server or any dedicated user for that particular thing. And also, um, if the traditional CRMs are not much easy to configure, but coming to Salesforce, it is easy to understand. So if you want to configure anything, for suppose in the Salesforce we have a CTI integration, it means computer telephonic integration. Okay, so if you want to integrate anything, so we had an app exchange part in the Salesforce itself. So coming if you take the traditional CRM, what they will do is they will integrate with the uh, third party apps, and they will configure the things. But in that Salesforce, what will happen is in that we will have an app exchange marketplace in the Salesforce itself. I think you had an idea about that if you go on through that. So what will happen is in that app exchange itself, you can get the things. So Cisco, you know the about the Cisco, right? CTI Cisco, Cisco CTI, or uh, what we'll call Twilio for messagings, for the WhatsApp messages. For that, we will use that Twilio apps. So these apps will be inbuilt. This will be inbuilt. Just you can install those things and you can use in the Salesforce itself. So you don't need not to configure anything. Okay,
Okay.
this is the best part in the Salesforce also.
Okay.
So for that also they will the clients will take the Salesforce. So you need to say these are the benefits with the Salesforce. Okay, so and one more thing, if you want, let's take an example of Java. So what will happen if you're working with Java, what you need to do, you need to install the tool, Java tool, and you need to configure. So much time it will take for the setup itself. It will take almost 2 3 months. But coming to the Salesforce, it will be completed within 5 to 10 days. Okay, the configuration setup part itself. Okay, if you are coming from the scratch org itself, if you are using the scratch project also, the configuration part will take only just 5 to 10 days. Okay, this
Mm.
is the best part for the Salesforce, and it costs very less. So if you want, so in the Salesforce, we had so many type of enterprise editions. Okay, we have so many premium editions like enterprise, unlimited edition. Okay, so these are the editions we have. So coming to, so here we can take an example of AWS and Salesforce CRM. So there will be some difference here. So if
Mm.
you are using the AWS, Amazon Web Service, it is also a CRM.
Mm.
So it will also provide you a sandbox. Sandbox is used for testing purpose, right? So for
Mm.
the testing, after that we will deploy them into the production, the data.
Mm.
But for that sandbox also we need to pay the amount. But coming to the Salesforce, for the beginners who are working, so you are the beginner, so you need
Mm.
to know about the Salesforce itself. For that,
Yeah.
what will happen is you can avail a free org itself, free developer edition org. You can do any things what you need to do. Okay,
Okay.
you don't need not to pay for the developer org itself. Okay, and one more thing, if you want to know about Salesforce very much, what are the recent futures, what are the recent futures are coming right now. So there will be some releases, summer release, spring release, winter releases. So you want to know about those things, there will
Mm.
be a trailblazer or trailhead functionality. Okay,
Mm. Okay.
so when you go into that, when you log into the trailhead, you can learn from there itself. From the Salesforce itself, it is providing the free things for the Salesforce itself. Okay,
Okay. Mm.
so these things also, these are the benefits of the Salesforce CRM. Okay,
Okay.
so mainly the Salesforce can integrate with any other apps. Like you can integrate with Facebook, Google. So for the Google also we can integrate for the mails, for the mailing, or for the scheduling the mails or sending the email templates or email alerts, those things. And also Twitter, and for the Amazon Web Services, integrating with the financial systems for the data legacy systems, HR management systems, with the LinkedIn, YouTube, corporate systems. Right now the corporate culture are also using the Salesforce itself for their tracking the data of the users, and for also for generating the reports also. So there will be so many sales in the month itself, so they want to track the data. So for that we have the Einstein Analytical Cloud. Okay, in that what will it will do is, so you know the about the Power BI, Tableau CRM. So what these
So
will do,
yeah, I'm just aware of it. I'm not using it, but I know.
yeah, you know that, right? So what we need to do, we need to go for the third party app, right? For the Power BI is a third party, so you need to integrate with that, and you need to buy the Power BI thing. But coming
Okay.
to the Salesforce, what it will be happen is it's a inbuilt, the Einstein Analytical Cloud will be the inbuilt feature in the Salesforce itself. We need to buy, but it's a low cost. Okay, comparing with Power BI or Tableau CRM. So the same reports can be generated here itself for the sales, or they want to, for example, if there are so many leads, they want to track every day the leads, what are they are doing, what are their data, so we can track easily. So you are if the if the project who had given for us the project, the client, so he don't want to pay much money. So for that also what we can use is we have the reports and dashboards in the Salesforce itself. Okay, with that also we can generate the reports instead of using the Einstein Analytics. Okay,
Mm.
Einstein Analytics is the advanced level. The basic level we can generate the reports and dashboards in the Salesforce itself. Okay, in the
Okay.
org itself, in the developer edition org itself. Okay,
Mm.
this is the main feature of that. Okay, so for the BA, you need to know the overview of the Salesforce, what Salesforce can do. Okay, so for the what will happen is, you know that as a project manager, when you getting the new project, what things can be done. You know that we will have a discovery calls, right?
Mm.
We will
Yeah.
speak with the clients, and we will spoke with the SMEs, and we will create the BRT documents, FRS. Those
Mm.
things will be done, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that, right? So here
Yes.
also, as a sales host, what will happen if the client was, he was a generic one. Okay, he don't
Mm.
know about any technical stuff. He don't have any technical stuff regarding the
Mm.
uh, sales or something else. He don't know
Mm.
about anything about the tools what we
Mm.
are working. So he want something to design. So what he will say, these are the pain points and challenges of his facing. So for that, can you give me the solution for that? So for that, as a
Mm.
business analyst, what we'll have is we will have a partner community access. Okay,
Okay.
so it is costly, but it will be given by the company itself. In the when we are joining in different companies, what they will do
Mm.
is when we join, we will ask for the partner community access. Okay, in
Okay.
that partner community access, what will happen is we will have a partner community portal. In that
Okay.
portal, we need to create a simple demo org. It's a SDO org. Okay, it's a sample demo org. In that sample demo org, we can show that sample demo org that to the clients. So when we listen their what are the users, what are the futures they need, so we can show by the for them that this is the UI part we will design for that. Okay, so what we'll do in the previous days, we will show the POC. We will come some with some POCs, and we will say that this is the thing will be happen. But you can show there itself instantly that this is the UI part. So this is the data it will be generate here. So these are the reports and dashboards for tracking your data. Okay,
Okay.
this can be shown there itself by the simple demo org. Okay,
Okay.
so like that itself, marketing cloud. Marketing cloud also we need to buy the licenses. Anywhere we need to buy the licenses in the Salesforce. You know that. So for that
Mm.
also in the partner portal itself, you can show the marketing cloud to them also. They want to move with the marketing cloud. So the client want to see the UI interface, how it will be. So how we can work with that. So you can show that things also there itself. Okay, with using the partner community portal. So these are the benefits with the Salesforce.
Okay. So this is all part of
Uh,
Salesforce Business Analyst.
yeah, this is a part of total in the Salesforce Business Analyst.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so main the roles and responsibilities of the Salesforce
Mm.
business analyst. So as a business analyst, what we'll do is we will gather the requirements from the clients
Mm.
or product owners, and we will understand the business process, and we will give the solution for the with the Salesforce functionalities. So gathering and documenting the user needs, giving clear explanation and clear requirements for Salesforce customization. So there are some advantages also. So it improves the business process efficiency using the Salesforce. So I've said right now itself, we can show the sample demo for the user interface to the clients. So this is the advantage for us, right? Instead of coming again back and creating the POC project and showing to the giving the demo to the business to the client or the business clients, instead of that you can show there itself instantly. So this will be the data, you can see that this is the data you can we will give to you. So you can give them some type of what we can say, uh,
Implementation or something.
yeah, so some type of exposure to
Oh,
them. So
okay.
yeah, so mainly what are the roles and responsibilities of a business analyst? So mainly is process mapping and analysis, user requirement gathering and documentation,
Mm,
designing solutions using Salesforce futures,
mm.
communication and collaboration with the stakeholders. You know that this communicating with the stakeholders is very complicated job. You
Yes,
know that. So
yes.
for that, what we need to do,
Mm.
so what are the things we need to do? And one more thing, sometimes what will happen is as a business analyst you need to give the cost estimation also, right? And
Mm.
also you need to use the agile methodology. I think you are aware of
Yes,
agile methodology,
yes,
right? So
yes.
what is mean by agile methodology and the
Yeah,
waterfall methodology? So
yeah,
these things also we need to know. As a scrum master, I think you know,
yeah,
you will use these things itself,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
The sprint things.
Yes.
So in the Salesforce, what will happen is it will be combined. The business analyst and Scrum Master will be combined here itself. So nowadays, what happening is in the Salesforce things, there is no separate BA and Scrum. So
Okay.
total, they have clubbed. Okay,
Mm.
only one BA can maintain the Scrum also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm.
So this is about the business analyst roles and responsibilities,
Okay.
Vandana. So do
Okay.
you have any doubts?
Um, yeah, so you said the Salesforce business analyst also includes the Scrum part, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, so all that is also integrated in the business and I mean in that tool is
Which
what
tool?
I'm trying to say. I mean the
Uh,
Salesforce the BA thing, like the Scrum is also involved in
Scrum
Salesforce.
is also, yeah, involved in the Salesforce.
So we have tools
Yeah.
or tools for that also in Salesforce BA. I mean, is it
So coming to that, you know that there will be some generic. So non-technical Scrum will be different, and the technical Scrum will be different, right?
okay?
There will be some different type of tools we need to use for the Scrum and business analyst also. In the going sessions, I will give the tools, what tools you can use, and how smart we can work,
With
and how
use it.
flexibility we can give.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one more thing I wanted to check was the Salesforce has different interface. Is it like I don't know which interface
Mm.
I am using. I am from my work is involved more in sales. So is it like my interface of Salesforce is different?
Not of a different thing, actually. For the marketing and for the experience for the commerce cloud, there will be a different UI. Okay, for coming to sales and service, the UI will be same. Okay,
Okay.
but the objects will be changed. Okay,
Okay.
so for the sales cloud, you can use the opportunities,
Yeah.
cases, sorry,
Correct.
opportunities,
Yeah.
leads, accounts, contacts. Okay,
Yeah.
and these
So
will
the
be
one
used for the, yeah.
I'm doing is
Mm,
like I'm creating opportunities, I'm creating contacts, I'm
mm,
uh, entering the client details,
mm.
or I'm keying data, or I'm exporting the data, or I'm merging the data. All those
Okay.
things is what I'm doing currently. Only that.
Yeah. I think you're using the data migration part also.
Okay. I mean, recently, yeah, we have started doing.
Like you're importing the data and updating the data. These things
Yes,
also done by you.
yes, yes.
So it was a total of data migration thing you're doing in that
Mm.
part itself. So you're working like you're creating the opportunities and contacts, means you're working on the sales cloud itself. So
Okay.
there will be some difference between the sales cloud and service cloud. Okay.
Okay.
So if you want to use the service cloud,
Mm-hmm.
so I think you know the org user interface, right, for the sales. So
Yes.
you know that there will be app launcher, the nine dots, top
Yes, yes,
left
yes,
bottom. Yeah.
yes, yes,
When you
yes.
click on that, you can see there itself a service cloud also.
Okay,
So for
okay,
using that service cloud, what you have to do is in the setup itself, you need to
mhm,
go and you need to uh, for the in the profiles for the user, you need to check the sales service user. Then
okay,
only you can use the service cloud there.
okay.
Okay.
So we
Uh,
need to
uh,
have a special account for that. Or
Sorry.
is it, I mean, there is a special account for that. Like, is it like,
No, no, no. In
uh,
the developer org itself, you can use these things,
so I
Vandana.
have an account there, so I can go in and check this, whatever you said.
Yeah, yeah, you can check that.
Okay, fine.
No need of those things. No need to create a new different icons
Okay.
and going to that. You don't need that.
So
Which
9
user you
o'clock,
have?
I should
Yeah,
go there and check it out, right?
yeah, yes.
Okay. Yeah, got it. I'll try to check today. Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's fine. So yeah, I need to get a start with Salesforce admin first, and then
Yeah.
move to PA.
Yeah, you need to start with Salesforce admin. We can start with the basics, like in the sales cloud. First, we can differentiate the clouds mainly.
Yeah,
So
start with
it will be a little bit confusion with you when you are go directly entering into the Salesforce admin. So it's
yes,
just
yes.
we can
Start
conclude
with
that the clouds.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So then you will be good in that. Then we can move to the
yeah, yeah.
Salesforce admin.
Assume that I don't know anything about Salesforce.
Yeah.
I,
But you are
I
saying that you have created the opportunities. You have worked for the data
Yes,
migration
yes,
also.
yes. Yeah, but
Yeah.
like whatever Salesforce training I have received from my office is limited to only that much. I don't know
Okay.
other things. I do only that work.
Okay.
Other things are handled by our finance team, or like we also have a Salesforce team, so they handle other things. If I have any
Oh.
issues, then I approach them and they look into it. Yeah.
Oh.
So my
Okay.
job is related to, I mean, regarding Salesforce, it is creation of opportunities or leads or creating the client contacts. At the
Mm.
merging, the
Yeah.
data, importing the data or exporting the data. That's it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. I think you need to know about the page layouts also. I think you won't work with the page layouts, right?
No, no,
Just
no.
you will create the objects or the records itself. I think you won't create the objects also. Just you will work with the records itself. Just of creating the records
Yes,
and
yes,
just you will import and update the records. That's all.
yes,
That's a
yes, yes,
job you will done with the Salesforce.
yes, yes, correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, what about the timings? Actually, I just wanted to know today.
Uh,
I mean, it is not possible for me in the daytime. Today, I just
no, no. For me
uh,
also because I have 10 to 6 job.
yeah. So it has to be in the evening only then. I mean, late in the evening.
Late in the evening, is it okay at 8:30 to 9, 8:30
Ah,
or 9
after
itself?
8 o'clock, I mean, 8 o'clock, it is fine. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Fine with me also after
Uh,
8.
so it would be like, uh, what will be the schedule? Like, how many days would it take?
Uh, we'll take, think Ganesh will say about these things, maybe.
Okay.
I'll talk to you on that about this. The number of days and duration, everything. I'll talk to you.
Okay. So, actually, I have a meeting at 2:30 now.
Okay.
Uh, do you have
Sure,
like,
sure. Then we'll discuss in the evening today evening.
yeah, yeah,
So
can we connect
everything is
again like
fine. Then we can
evening?
start from like tomorrow.
Yeah, so I just wanted to know the schedule because yeah, that is what I wanted to know.
You can call me after once you're done with the meeting. You can call me. Like we can have a call and discuss.
Okay, so once I wind up for the day, I don't know when that would be, like maybe 4 or 5. I'll try to wind
That's
up.
fine. I'm available at any time. You can call me.
Okay, so I'll just call you and then maybe we can discuss further then.
Okay, sure,
Yeah.
Anand. We can.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So any
Thank you so
questions?
much.
Any questions for me or for Rohit?
Uh, at this moment, I don't have anything. Yeah. So I want to. So you will be taking like combining both Salesforce admin and BA, right? In this
Yeah,
course.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So what would be the duration, like, approximate duration for both these courses? If I assume that like the classes will be every day, or how is it like, or twice
So
a week?
initially we are planning for Monday to Friday.
Okay.
But again, it again based on your availability and even Rohit
Okay.
availability
So it
because
is
you both
flexible,
are
right?
working
Because
professionals, right?
sometimes my work stretches also. So it is you have to keep it flexible. If I'm not
Yes,
able.
that's what the same thing. Same thing for Rohit also. If in case if there is any work related things, then you can let us know prior so that we can cancel that particular day. Then we can go for the next session. Or even if you are available, if you and Rohit is available, we can stretch for we can go for like only one weekend, like any Saturday or only Sunday
Weekend
like that.
Weekend, I'm completely okay. Yeah.
But that's what we can. And we plan for the session for total 1 month, 1 month or maximum for 35 days. We will see again based on your questions, based on your understanding. This will be plus or minus.
Okay, fine. Fine. Okay, Ganesh.
This is the schedule.
I'll call you after my work is finished later in the evening. And then we
Sure,
can.
sure, you can. Sure, you can.
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much, Rohit, Ganesh. Yeah.
Thank you, Vandana.
Yeah, bye.
Thank you, Ganesh.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for your time. Bye.